Serving as pallbearers, the body of Corporal Matthew Smith arrives home from Iraq.
I knew my boy was there. I could feel his heart with mine. It meant a lot.
His family in tears watch as their son and brother is loaded into this hearse. This West Valley Marine was killed last week along with 30 other soldiers. Their chopper crashed in a sandstorm in western Iraq.
This is the reality. He's striking home now. You know, he's here, and but it's going to be the hardest night so far.
Smith was just 24 years old, and had he lived, he would have helped secure the peace Sunday as Iraqis turned out to vote.
He was part of the freedom for those people, and that's what he would have wanted. He would have wanted to hear how great the elections went out.
His family says Smith had hoped to return home, become a firefighter, buy land, and then build his own home. Dreams he will now never fulfill because serving his country came first.
We're just Matthew home. We feel that he's a hero. He's our hero. And he fought well and he died honorably.
Colleen Parkin adores her son Matthew, and when the Marine went to Iraq last October, like any mom, she worried.
He told me he prayed for me. Well, he's Mom, I pray for you every night that you'll have peace of mind, that I'm fine.
But Wednesday, his family got word Matthew would not be coming home.
And I just knew, and she says, come home now. And after hearing about the helicopter accident, I just knew.
The West Valley Marine was killed when his transport chopper, similar to this one, crashed in the desert during a sandstorm.
I just didn't know what to think, didn't know how to feel.
Gary Smith says his son was ambitious. He graduated early from Kearns High so he could join the Marines.
He liked the challenge. Anything he had to push extra to make it hard for him. That's what he liked.
In his 4 years as a Marine, Matthew served in the Philippines, Japan, and Korea. But Iraq was his most dangerous mission. He was scheduled to return home in April.
He died as our hero, and we're so proud of him. We're proud because he was proud. He loved his country.
Colleen said she spoke by phone with her son just days before the crash, and she did not know she would be saying her last goodbye.
I'm proud of him, but I just wanted to put my arms around him and let him know everything was going to be okay.
His family says Matthew was proud to be a Marine, even more proud to serve his country.
The one thing that I would like people to remember about Matt is that he died a hero. My hero.
"23-year-old Brian Johnston and his 21-year-old brother Kevin are the Lehigh brothers in the thick of it in Fallujah. I caught up with their mom this morning just before she boarded her flight to see her injured son.
The fighting has been fierce, and in the middle of it all, Lehigh brothers Brian and Kevin Johnston.
They felt that, you know, the people in Iraq deserve the freedom that we have in the United States. And they didn't think that without us being there that could happen.
But this week, the worst of war happened to Brian Johnston. Sitting on the outside of an amphibious assault vehicle, he was shot by the enemy.
When they stopped, it was either like a mortar, a rocket-propelled grenade, or something was fired, and it hit. It basically hit the ground on the side that Brian was on.
Brian lost his entire right arm and his right leg to the knee. Now he's in a drug-induced coma.
I knew that they would not be killed, but yet I knew that one would be hurt, but I didn't realize it would be so seriously.
To make matters worse, the military hasn't been able to contact his brother Kevin. Kevin was last seen fighting on the front line.
I want my other son out. I want him. either in Kuwait or out of Iraq altogether. These are the only two boys I have. And I can't stand the thought that something might happen to him too.
Now, as this military mom leaves to be with her son, she fights the tears.
I just want to hug him. I just want to hug him and mentally tell him how much I love him. I think subconsciously he'll be able to understand. And I just want to tell him that everybody loves him and everybody's prayed for him.
Brian Johnston is with the 31st Battalion, 3rd Marine Division. He is being flown from Germany, where he was initially treated, to Bethesda this evening. That's where he will be reunited with his mother. Fox 13 will keep you posted as we hear more on the Johnston brothers. Sandy Riescraft, Fox 13 News, Utah.
As it came over and it exploded, Brian got about 98% of the hit.
This 23-year-old was hit by a rocket-fired grenade.
When it first happened, he wanted to die.
Brian remembers in detail losing his arm and leg when Mom first saw him in the hospital.
It didn't look like my Brian. He was all swollen. His whole body was swollen. I just thank my Heavenly Father that I got him back alive. You know, he could have come back in a black bag so easily.
Brian's Marine brother, Kevin, took leave to visit, but now is back fighting in Iraq.
He said, they need me there. I have to be there. He says, you know, as much as I know you'd like to keep me home, I can't do that.
And to make matters worse for this Marine mom, on her way home to Utah yesterday, someone stole right out of her suitcase $2,500, film of Brian in the hospital, and a Purple Heart to honor Brian.
I don't know what kind of person would do that. Please give back the film. Please give back the medals. I don't care about the money.
Starts to pull on my rehearsing and training. There's no school. If you don't love the project, you finish it out. Cut. Really professional looking show. All right. Make the impossible happen.
The movie they're working on, to have it ready for the big. Some neighbors in one city council will end. They're using an irrigation and causing floods. Live in Ogden, but this
Here in the crawl space. And he called us. He says, which is up to about my holes in his yard. Went down to about 4. He shouldn't have had to do that.
Ogden City tell me. And now people tell me.
Juan Gutierrez. This house for about last year that he noticed
In my crawl space.
times this year.
The crawl space is bigger.
Mildew, but also chipping away at his driveway. The canal runs along the back. When it gets back to the ground, you can see the water comes up. He did.
I dug a hole right here. A hole right here.
alone. Some neighbors.
Yes,
It's so bad.
when it goes down and mildew.
Here's what we found out tonight. And here in Ogden, camera where the problem is. Also, writing a letter to the irrigation that it is their responsibility. The stuff that Juan did not read. The city is